So, how'd it happen?
Oh, no.
Fa'asuamaleaui clutches at a lower leg.
I was running at a defender and I kind of like just bumped him off.
Gee, they can't afford to lose Tino.
Bumped him and he's fallen back and he's fallen onto my leg. And my leg collapsed like that.
Well, you can see they are motionless up there in the Gold Coast box.
Tino is everything to the Gold Coast.
Tino, so good to see you back. How are you feeling ahead of your return to the NRL?
Yeah, excited. It's been a long time on the sidelines watching the boys play all year last year. And, I just can't wait to get out there and put that Titans jersey on again.
First major injury of your career. How did you handle it? What did you learn about yourself?
It was tough, hearing the news straight away and then obviously been out all year. But just, I guess I learned so much. There's so much more to football on the outside of it. And that with my family, just being with them, just spending time with my daughters, my partner, and all my extended family. I think just seeing that and being there all the time for them was just eye-opener, and it kind of taught me that how much they mean to me, and that they're kind of my rocks for everything in life. Heavy.
It obviously tests you physically to come back from an ACL, but what about mentally? Just the drain and I guess how long it takes. And you mentioned before that you know in rehab, you're away from the team. It's tough.
Bit of a roller coaster, to be honest. Just some weeks you're flying, you're going so well in rehab, and then literally the next week after, you're just down in the dirt and it's not working, everything's hurting. And I think just dealing with that, just the up and downs of rehab is probably the toughest thing, but hopefully it makes me into, I guess, a better player and a better person heading forward.
The boys gene you up a little bit about getting back into the contact and getting back into the swing of things and getting that knee used to everything again?
Yeah, definitely Sam Barrels. Every session, I think he's saying he's going to take my knee out, and it's probably good, to be honest, just to, like, you know, I guess, overcome them adversities with the mind and whatnot, because heading into the games, you don't know what's going to happen, and it's a bit of a G-up, but, yeah, it's definitely tested me, and I like it because it just keeps me honest and, yeah, humbles you a bit sometimes.
Talk about mental tests. It happened last year at Belmore against the Bulldogs. You return 12 months later at Belmore against the Bulldogs. Like, that's a mental hurdle in itself, right, to get over, just to be there a year later doing the same thing. Yeah,
it was crazy. I remember, I think the day before, there was hints of where we were going to play, and hearing it was the Bulldogs, it was just like, far out, what are the chances of this set up? And I guess it's a good thing. Obviously, it's going to be very hard the week of, because it's just mentally just thinking about what happened a year ago and whatnot, but it's also good for me just to rip the Band-Aid off and get straight into football and, yeah, hopefully do my job for the team and get the win.
Take the next right onto South Goddard Boulevard.
We've already done that.
Nah, feeling good. Bit nervous, but just got to get the first session out of the way and then bang, go on to it.
This is a full sprite, and that's which one?
Wearing the Philadelphia Eagles jersey today. You spent some time over in Philadelphia for your rehab. Why was it important for you to go over there and work with world-renowned physio Bill Knowles?
Mentally, again, just to build my confidence up and get a different point of view, and Bill's real good at that.
Very good. Okay. Give me a little bit more. Go right up towards those toenails a little bit more. Yep.
He seems like a bit of an eccentric character, Bill.
You've worked with a few NRL players.
Yeah.
Wow. Jaden Braylon.
Just the good ones. Well, I'm surprised you're here. That knee doesn't come up.
Yeah.
Because you're looking out over here.
He was into you a little bit, wasn't he?
Yeah, no, he was. And I think that's the mental challenge of it, especially for me, just being out of the game and not competing. I guess going over there was a bit competitive because I wanted to impress him. And you think you do something right, and then he'll just humble you, and he just, other athletes are better. And I think that was just that mental challenge of competing again, of trying to be better than another athlete. And whatnot, I took it that way. I don't know if he was trying to do that. Yeah, it was good, and got a lot out of it. Improved in a lot of areas, had a little bit of bump on the road day 3, but we got there, and I'm just glad that We're here, experienced Bill Knowles, and can't wait for next week to get better. Get better or get beaten, man.
You said, get better or get beaten. That's your mindset?
Being in rehab, you got to set little things like that, a lot of mottos, and yeah, that's just one that I try to stick with every day. Just keep getting better in my rehab, get better as a person, better as an athlete, and yeah, that's just what I've just tried to strive for my whole rehab.
How was the actual time in Philly? Like, I saw you got to tour around and see a couple of big sporting franchises. Obviously, you're wearing the Philly Eagles jersey. Went to the 76ers. I saw you met Joel Embiid.
Yeah. How long you in Philly for? Yeah, it was awesome. It was just a whole new world over there, just their sporting culture and how much people are into it. I think everyone in the crowd at the Phillies stadium all had jerseys. I think no one had any other casual. It was just die-hard fans. And it was just, yeah, so good to be able to experience that.
Thanks, brother. Thank you very much. You had a great camp. Really good camp.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy? We'll put this up with the other boys. Hang it with pride. I appreciate that.
Nice, Tino.
Us boys.
You come back now, obviously, you mentioned before, but to sit and watch the Titans, you know, in a rebuilding phase, but then have another kind of tough year and miss out on the finals again. Like, how tough was that for you as a competitor and a captain to not be out there?
Especially when the boys were down and out and a lot of people were just at them, and I just wish I could be there to help them out on the field, but then also protect them from all that and just kind of take the brunt of it. And yeah, it was very tough, but it was also good learnings for myself as a captain of what I can do better as a leader when I'm back. And then also for the boys, without me being there, was also a lot of learnings, I think. Yeah, it was a bit of a blessing in disguise at times, and much as it hurt when the boys were going tough, and also when they were winning, I was like, I wish I could be out there for them, but I was also just trying to take the lessons from it all from the sidelines.
How's Des?
Yeah, Des is Des. He's good. Only had a few weeks, I guess, a little bit of a pre-season, a few rounds under him last year, and then obviously I was just out in rehab, so just to be able to get on the field again and just get tips from him, and it's just awesome. It's just, it felt weird last year not getting any tips from a coach or any work, just kind of, like I said, stuck in rehab, and just to work with him again, I just can't wait, and to keep growing with him as a, I guess, captain coach, and yeah, hopefully we can do something special with this team and also myself.
Is it true that the second time you met Des was in a boardroom and he started wrestling you?
Yes.
Tell me that story.
I was at the Titans, and I met him once before, and then the second time I met him at the club, and yeah, we're just going, talking about football, and then he's banging on the wall, just getting pumped up, and I was like, oh, he's getting pretty amped up here. And then he goes, come here, and then he just tackles me and gets me on the ground. He's like, mate, when you want to tackle, you just want to get in the wrestle, and put my elbow in my head, and it was a bit of a GST on it, but yeah, it was quite funny, to be honest. And I guess just seeing that was just like, I want to play for this coach, so it was quite funny.